We will begin Plays of the Week with Norwin and the Knights. They won a thriller at home against Cannon McMillan by just 3 points, and those points were provided by their kicker, Tristan Josephic, in the waning seconds. Dave Franzek and Brian Grozeski highlight his big play.
It'll be a 29-yard attempt from the left hash. Calling to hold. Good snap, holds down, kick is up. Kick is good!
I tell you what, give Tristan a lot of credit right there, because right there, that kick was going to be good from 42, maybe even 52, because he had some energy going, he had some trust in his footwork. Love the kid, man. Good energy, soccer kid that came in, and I think he's fallen in love with the game of football, because if you ask him now, I think he might say he's a football player, not a soccer player.
So one Tristan leads them into field goal range, and then the other Tristan boots through the field goal, and from what Brian and Dave were saying, it would have been good from, 52 or whatever they said. So, wow, just a huge, huge kick. And, again, he might be in that situation this week, could be in that situation if they do get into the playoffs 2 weeks from now.
Absolutely. They are used to playing in tight games. Well, we'll continue Plays of the Week with Penn Trafford, and it was not a tight game as Nick Ponko showed his big playability against Armstrong on Friday, scoring a pair of long touchdowns, including a defensive play that put the Warriors ahead by 3 scores midway through the second quarter, with myself and another Sean Benjamin, providing the captain.
Different pairs of defensive linemen rotating in.
Third and short. Oliver's going to pass, and it's intercepted. And Ponko's going to make a house call on a pick six. What a play by Nick Ponko, and the Warriors are up 20-0 on a defensive score.
They saw it earlier on a third down. They tried to throw a little quick hitch for the first down. That time Ponko was ready for it. Seen it, had it, stepped right in front, and took it the distance for 6.
That's about 50 yards from my vantage point.
Nick, pick 6. Right there. He's had a great year, hasn't he, Ponko?
He has. Yeah.
Maybe under the radar. I don't know. He's been good.
His sophomore year was kind of a down year after he really established himself as a great player as a freshman, which never happens at PT, really.
Yeah.
Statistically, it was a disappointment last year, but he is having his best season by far this year. I'm talking about offense, but then you see a play like that on defense. That's a pretty special guy, and he had 2 big ones in short order. So much deserving for Plays of the Week. We continue with Derriere and the Trojans' passing attack. It's come to life the past couple of games, and that was on full display against Mount Pleasant. Anthony Sacco hooked up twice with Max Doperak for scores, the second of which put the game away for Derry in the fourth quarter, with John Flickinger and Bob Lesinski on the commentary.
This season, Max would give them all the credit in the world. A fake this time, and Sacco's pass is caught by Doperak. And Max stays on his feet to the 20. He's still on his feet, and he will go with a horse collar to the end zone. Max Doperak, touchdown, Trojans.
Doperak is good for another Trojan touchdown.
He just kept on going.
Yeah, I was going to say, excellent effort. He would not be denied, John. He just kept going, set off a couple tacklers and said, get off my back, and he's in the end zone.
And this has become a rout here from Trojan Stadium. Viking fans are stunned across the way.
Sean, it's always good going into the last game of the season to maybe develop another weapon offensively, and I think that's what the Trojans got with Max Doperak.
He's their second Max. So
he is.
Dueling Maxes.
Squared.
When you go against. Yes, there we go. Max squared. We continue and conclude Plays of the Week with Seton Hill, and it was the Griffins that bounced back with the win at home, and it was no surprise who led the way. It was Kyron Craig. His third score of the game puts Seton Hill in the lead in the third quarter, with myself and Roger Downs providing the soundtrack.
1990 Steelers fans, they know what I'm talking
Number
about.
99, Levon Kirkland. Also.
Craig dancing, and he breaks it to the outside. What a run by Kyron Craig. Can they catch him? Nope, it is a house call as he takes it 61 yards for a touchdown.
Nice job by Craig at dipping in, jumping outside, and then out racing the defenders into the end zone.
Griffins have the lead at 20-14. Craigett has scored all 3 of their touchdowns.
Sean, the passing game really wasn't there for Seton Hill in that game, and you needed Kyron Craigett to do things like that. And wow, what a huge run for the Griffins. And they get the win over Gannon. And by the way, they haven't had much success against Gannon, really surprisingly over the years. Not as if Gannon, no offense to them, they're not like at the top tier PSAC football programs. Kind of surprising. How many wins against Gannon now?
I think it's their second ever.
Yeah, I was going to say only 2, so that's very surprising, but Griffins will take it.
Yeah, they're slowly chipping away. They got their first win against IUP a few years ago. They got their first win against Cal this year, and now their second win against the Golden Knights as they look to finish their season strong.